The race for the...
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double shot inside.
NBC.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the season finale. Oh, that's not. There we go. For the Thunder Cup Series here at Homestead Miami Speedway. And today we are joined by Chase Baker up in the booth. Chase, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, well, just 3 minutes left of practice here. Wesley Hogue, the only car out on track right now, but Chase, what are you expecting from this race here tonight?
Well, I was hoping better numbers. Obviously, we're not getting that right now, but I'm expecting good, hard racing. Obviously, with the championship being on the line tonight, I expect both Taylor and Ryan to try their best to figure out how they're going to get to the front and score points at the end of the race. And we will have to see how the things go because with 8 guys, I guess there really isn't much for much of a points payout.
For sure, and I did the math. Everything's all set here. Right now, for the championship, Ryan Billy 4 points behind after Talladega last week. He needs to win the race, and Taylor Laskowski needs to finish 5th or worse, and that way they will tie. If Taylor finishes 5th, they tie. But Ryan will have the tiebreaker because he'll have most wins and the highest finishing position in the most recent race. So a lot of pressure on that number 4 team here tonight. Who do you think is going to be able to do it?
I don't know. It's gonna come down to who can handle their tires the best. Taylor has these tracks have been different for each of our championship contenders. Both of Ryan's wins have come at our on our 2 of our 1.5-mile tracks, while Taylor has won both super speedways plus a short track. So it's all going to come down to who can handle Homestead the best.
Taylor never won at a short. Oh wait, yeah, Taylor does have 3 wins. Never mind. It just doesn't count it in Dan Lisa. So Ryan won earlier in the season at Charlotte and at Atlanta, even though he only led 1 lap at Atlanta. So this is right around his wheelhouse. Let's see what he can do here tonight. Currently 5th fastest. Meanwhile, Taylor and West, those teammates are 1 and 2. Taylor looking to have a great season finale here. Let's go ahead and see if we can. How much time do we have left? A minute here. Let's go ahead and grab Wes Hogue up here quick. Hey Wes, this is Sean and Chase up in the booth with VRA and got copy?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Nothing much, man. You are currently 4th in the standings, I do believe. Are you going to try to go for that 3rd spot? Actually, never mind, you can't. So what are you going to try to do tonight? You going to try to get win number 4?
Yeah, man, I'm just counting dollars at this point. I've gotten 3. I'm trying to get my 4th. Trying to maybe bring home $40 at the end of the season instead of 30. So that's the goal here, to race as hard as I can. Also, keep in mind the points battle that is happening between Taylor and Ryan, not to try to give them guys too much of a fit, but at the same time, I'm out here to win. I'm not out here to run third to those guys. So we'll be out here running hard.
Well, did you give Taylor any help so he has a good race so he maybe can lock up the championship?
I just want him to keep us cool and realize, numbers aren't really there for this series. There's not 20 cars here or more, and all he has to do is be smart. And if he be smart, he takes care of his tires, he should be fine. But he knows what he's doing. He's fast at these 1.5 miles, at these bigger tracks. It's kind of his forte, other than, that he could really got Bristol, but he knows what he's doing. I have faith in him. I think he's going to do really well.
Well, do you know how he's feeling about this battle, considering both of Ryan's wins both came at tracks like this here tonight we're racing at?
I think it helps him knowing that the car counts are low. He knows it's not going to take much to win this championship. And I think as long as he does, all he needs to do is get a top 5 and he's going to be safe. But shout out to him, though. His grandfather actually passed away today. Of course, out of nowhere, not expected. His grandfather passed away. If Taylor does win this championship tonight, you will see him do a Polish victory lap in honor of his grandfather. So Shout out to his family. I know he wants to bring home a win or championship or both here tonight for his grandfather and his family. And it's going to be a good one, man. Looking forward to wrapping this season up.
All right, man. Well, good luck in qualifying.
Thank you, and shout out to you, Sean, for everything that you've done all season long. Shout out to Chase, Noah, everybody else here for the Thunder Cup Series. It's been a blast. It's honestly been a lot of fun.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
The drivers.
All right. There's Wes on track. Let's see. There's Aaron Caven in the 17 car. And I'm looking for a specific car right now. It's the number 13. There he is, Devin Mosley. And he has gotten one of the awards this season, which is the best paint scheme of the season. And that's, well, not... I am the only one who can decipher that one, because it's Broadcaster's favorite paint scheme. And I gotta admit, it was a very close call. However, Devin's Air Cal paint scheme he ran at Michigan was just awesome looking, and it was close between Ryan's car he ran at Charlotte, because I mean that scheme was awesome looking, but Air Cal and just the way the scheme went together is just perfect. Just not a lot of bad things I can say about, but here he has the TWA Airlines on the hood. And right now, Taylor Laskowski has the pole. And Ryan Billy is currently 4th. Just going to try to get a few more spots here. Riding that wall. What's it going to be? This second lap. Ooh, 300 slower. So right now he's 5th on the board. Scott Drost making his first start. He's in 8th. Tyler Klimas in the 31. He's off track. No one else is on track right now. It's going to be a fun race to watch here tonight at the Thunder Cup Series Homestead Miami season finale. Got just a minute and a half left of qualifying.
Had to break his microphone after our show Monday night. So,
Alright, Chase.
also, his grandfather
Race is getting ready to start here. Who do you think is going to be able to get up to the early lead?
Grandfather passed away.
Sorry, Sean. It's say again. I had another voice in my ear.
Who do you think is going to get that early lead and maybe pull away from the pack? Or do you think Dylan's going to pull away?
Early lead, it all depends on who has the good start, and like I said earlier, it's all about controlling tires. Like, if they can control their tires early, it's all going to be based on that.
The switch for Monday night was headphone player.
Well, we have just 30 seconds left of qualifying. Everyone but one car has set a lap. Charles Griffin in the 2 cars, the last one to go out for qualifying. Taylor Laskowski, Aaron Caven, Wesley Hogue, your top 3 so far tonight. And unless Charles goes out, then Taylor has the pole. Charles is not out, not enough time to set a lap.
Yeah, I tried to timestamp them wrecks for you guys. You've had a whole bunch to look at.
Here we go.
Yeah, I haven't planned on getting to rank after
can do it, right? Right?
All right, we're getting ready to go green. We're lining them up.
We're gonna go green all the way.
Let's take a look at your starting lineup for tonight's race. Oh,
We
forgot
picked mine
to
to left
turn
now.
off the ticker. All right, Taylor Laskowski, Aaron Caven, front row here tonight. Wesley Hogue, Noah Wilson in that second row. Ryan Billy in the number 4 machine. Starting 5th, Devin Mosley in the 13. TWA Airlines Chevy, he's starting 6th. Tyler Klimas in the 31 car. And Scott Drost rounding out the 4th row. And Charles Griffin rounding out the field for tonight's race. Everyone is there except for Charles, so I don't know if he's racing or not. I saw him,
I think Charles logged off.
yeah, because I didn't see him set any practice laps either. We have a 100 lap race. Let's take a look at your race info. Thunder Cup Series is at Homestead Miami Speedway. Season finale, close championship fight. 18 degrees Celsius. 0 humidity. Clear skies. A little bit of wind, only 10 kilometers. 100 laps for the main event. And then the track temp is looking to be 28 degrees Celsius. We're in Miami, Florida for the 12th race of the season. Taylor Laskowski from Rochester, New York, looking to get that championship, along with 6th or 5th place driver Ryan Billy. He's also going to be competing for it. If this were to end the race right now and they were switched, Ryan would have it, but if not, it's going to be a fun battle to watch.
Alright, here we go. Pace car's getting ready to pull off. Pace car is pulling off. Here we go. Green flag, final race of the season at Homestead is underway. Taylor got out front, but oh, there goes, oh, everybody's loose going down in the turn. Oh, Noah's into the wall.
Fatality. We had a great view of that. That's going to probably bring out the first caution. Nope.
It was a one-car incident, so
Taylor Laskowski kept the lead. Wes Hogue lost a few spots there. Tyler Klimas really capitalized on that. He's up into the top 4, sorry. And Ryan's already working the bottom side. Slide job by Ryan. He's up to 4th. Oh, Ryan drifting out of turn 2.
that was a definitely interesting thing to see, but it's kind of expected here with the cold tires here at Homestead, plus everybody diving down low into turn 1 for the first time. You got to break those tires in order to get the heat in and to make sure you don't have that type of situation.
For sure, and I think the 31 may have hit the outside wall a bit. He has some right front damage on the bumper. Other than that, everyone's keeping it clean. Noah Wilson went down the pits. Probably getting that car fixed up. Meanwhile, Aaron Caven, he's trying to pull up to the 83 car and get the lead here on lap 4.
It looks like he's trying a little bit lower line to try to get under Taylor, but Taylor's got that preferred line up top, which propels him down the straightaway off the corner.
You can see Aaron's running right on that seam. compared to Taylor, who's like right next to the wall practically. That time he's higher. Ryan Billy going around some rocks. Wesley Hogue, session fastest lap right there. That last previous lap. 32.64. Oh, we got another one around.
Is it worth a caution, do you think?
I think it was Noah again. Yep. Only one car, Noah. Loose out of turn 2, same spot. Gets it going though. Only one car once again. Everyone's up against the wall. Devin Mosley trying to gain some ground on that number 4 machine. We have a long race here, so I mean anything can happen. Like you said, got to keep those tires safe, but we do have unlimited tires, so when do you think we'll see that first set of pit stops?
It all depends on how clean these guys can keep it. If it's gonna be clean like it was at Michigan, then I expect these guys to go about lap 60 before they can pit for tires and fuel. But like I said, it all depends on how clean these guys can keep it, like with how much wear they put on their tires as the race progresses.
And I think Ryan is doing a great job keeping his tires. You see he's hanging back a bit more, but I think that's all in the strategy right now. He's running a few tenths slower each lap, so he may be here for the long haul, maybe expecting no cautions. Battle for second going on. Wes Hogue on the outside, Aaron Caven on the bottom. Wes clears him going into turn 1. West now trying to reel in your race leader, Taylor Laskowski, 6/10 of a second lead. Coming to lap 10, 10% of the way home. Everyone's spread out, taking their time. Scott Dross starting to reel in Devin Mosley. Scott, number 29, Bush Machine. Devin Mosley maybe gonna take it a bit easy here. He's running lower than everyone else. He's running below that top seam. Look at how close Wes was there to the wall. Literal inches away. That's how close you gotta be.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to push it to where he can catch Taylor, which, if he wants to save his tires, that is oh, he's in the wall.
There's a battle back here as well. Battle for second heating up again, and battle for fifth, sorry. Both cars are within a tenth of each other. Scott Drost running all the way up next to the wall compared to Devin Mosley. Ooh, Drost into the outside wall. Losing everything. We've seen Wes get up into the outside wall a few times here and there at these kind of tracks.
It's definitely pushing it tonight, which I'm sure is not going to do very well for him on the long haul if he keeps pushing like that, because he's definitely going to wear out his tires a lot sooner, and he's going to end up losing ground to Taylor and
Yeah.
possibly even get passed by Aaron in the long haul.
He could practically kiss his tires goodbye almost. I think he's calming down a bit now. Running 3 feet away from the wall now.
Yeah, I can see that he's just got to be careful, because pushing it in, like the tires will just eat up on this old abrasive asphalt. He'll just keep sliding up into the wall, and eventually he's just going to get stuck there if he doesn't be careful.
Ryan Billy's one of those drivers who's also taking it nice and easy. He's running almost below that first seam there. Not trying to push his car, not trying to get any damage on it. Let's see where Taylor is. Taylor is closer up towards the wall, almost on it. And here comes Wes Hogue, really reeling him in these past few laps. Down to 3/10 in between them. Aaron lost a ton of time. Oh, I'm starting to wonder if he got into the wall as well. Look at how close Aaron just was there.
Yeah, he was very close there. I get, maybe he was trying to push his car as hard as Wes was at first, and just saw what Wes did and backed off a little bit. Maybe he's trying to save his stuff up a little bit.
If you're looking at the telemetry here, Ryan Billy gained about 2/10 on Aaron Caven the past 2 laps. And he's starting to reel in the leaders as well. Ryan running a little higher now. Half a lane up from the seam. Scott Dross, Devin Moosley is still battling for that top 5 spot. Can see this being a battle for the whole night. And they'll be entertaining to watch as well. Less than a second and a half in between Aaron and Ryan now. Ryan trying to gain some spots up to try and better his chances of winning the cup. But Taylor Laskowski out to a near 4-second lead over Ryan. So Taylor's in a pretty good spot right now.
Yeah, most definitely. He's keeping everybody behind him, which he needs to do, because he knows that if every single position he loses is a point lost to Ryan, so he can't afford to necessarily lose any positions right now, because he knows that's going to cost him in the long haul.
Oh, I think Aaron made a mistake. He lost a ton of time out of 4 there. Went from a second ahead to 4/10.
Definitely looks like he has a little bit of damage on the right front fender.
Oh yeah, I think it's a little crinkled up. It's hard to tell. Oh yeah, he definitely does. Ryan's reeling him in. Less than half a second in between them. Ryan may be able to have a shot at him through 1.
Meanwhile, up front, it looks like Wes is closing in a little bit. Every now and then, he'll close in a little bit and then probably get a little closer to the wall than he wants to, and then backs off.
Your leaders separated by just half a second. And Ryan, Billy, and Aaron Caven battling for 3rd. To the inside. They're going to be side by side through 1 and 2. Billy may take it all the way to the bottom. Nope. Clear to the 17. Up to 3rd.
If I am correct, this would put them within 2 points of each other.
Yep. Taylor starting to pull away from Wes again. .8 seconds behind Taylor is Ryan and Aaron. Ooh. I think you tapped the wall a bit there. So now there's a 4.5 second gap between them. The sun is starting to set here in Miami, which means cooler track temperature, which means it's only gonna get looser. So if we have a restart, everyone's gonna be on cold tires and a cold track, so some stuff could happen. What are you expecting if we do have a restart?
Oh, if we get a restart, it all depends on where we get the restart if we do get one. If we get one halfway through the race, I'm sure these guys will probably try and take it easy because, you know, like half the race is still there to run. But if we get a late race restart, then we got guys going for all the marbles here, like what we saw on the initial start with, we had 3 guys get loose entering the low side of the track, so if you got guys doing that on a late race restart, say with 5 to go, how far are they going to go before they eventually back out of the throttle?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had a whole lot of passing since the green flag either. We've had about 13, 14 passes from what I'm seeing on SDK. Ryan Billy now reeling in the leader. 5 second gap in between them though. That just shows you how much slower Ryan is going compared to Taylor, who is pretty much balls to the wall right now. So Chase, if you were Ryan Billy, what would your strategy be?
I would honestly back off, save my tires, and I would watch what Taylor is doing to see and ensure that make sure I can get as close to him as possible whenever green flag pit stops come, because the closer I am to Taylor when we both pit, the closer I am to Taylor when we both come on track. So it all depends on where we're gonna end up once pit stop cycle through, and how our tires will handle after those stops.
Pit stops are definitely going to be a crucial part of this. If any driver gets a speeding penalty, their race is practically over, because I really do not see a caution coming out anytime soon. Everyone's spread out. I mean, the closest car is 1.3 seconds in between, so it's gonna be a clean race, but completed 28 of the scheduled to 100. Why did I say 200? But right now, Taylor Laskowski up to a 2-second lead, and right now Ryan is slowly but surely closing in on him. A few laps ago, he was 5.8. Now he's 5.3 seconds back.
It definitely looks like he is closing on Wes, as I'm sure Wes probably used up his tires early when he was trying to chase down Taylor.
For sure. Right now, the gap between them is roughly 3 seconds flat. And yeah, Ryan is definitely starting to pull him in. Both of them. Which is what Ryan needs for sure. If he has a good car on the long run, then this is really going to help him.
Yeah, very much so.
Back to the points battle here. If you guys weren't tuning in before the race started, Taylor and Ryan are within 4 points of each other. And
that was before the race started. They're within 2 now.
well, I'm saying like before it started.
Yeah.
So if Ryan wants to win the championship, best case scenario for him will be to win the race and for Taylor to finish 5th or worst. Now, if Taylor finishes 5th, they will tie, but Ryan will win the tiebreaker. And Chase, since you're kind of the main admin here, how about you explain how the tiebreaker works?
Well, the tiebreaker would, in the event of a tie, the tiebreaker would go to the driver with the most wins. But in this case, if Ryan wins the race, that would end up tying him and Taylor with the most wins on the season. So, because of that, the next best tiebreaker situation would be for the highest finishing position driver, and in that specific case would be Ryan, as he obviously would win the race.
So it's gonna be a tight battle, especially with only 8 cars running. So I mean, that's only 4 spots of insurance for Ryan right now. So he has to hope that Taylor gets involved in something or makes a very bad mistake. And if you
It definitely looks like Ryan and Wes are definitely looking like they are falling back now.
Oh yeah, for sure. The gap between Ryan and Wes is now 2.5 seconds compared to what it was 3 seconds just a lap ago. And it's already down to 2.3, so Ryan reeling in Wesley, trying to get up to 2nd place here on lap 32. The season finale. What are your thoughts on the past season? Do you think it was a good season? Better than...
Be honest, I know this season could have been better. Obviously, with the low car counts, not only tonight, but at Indy, at Bristol and Michigan, we definitely had good car counts from Daytona until Texas, and then Atlanta and last week at Talladega. But we just need to work on the car counts. There's going to be a bunch of testing after the season ends. We're going to be doing a bunch of more recruitment races. We're still working on what car we're going to use, as we're trying to figure out whether we're going to use the next gen cars or the Xfinity cars. So we're going to be doing a bunch of testing in both to see who prefers what. And like I said, we're going to be doing a bunch of recruitment races to see if we can draw more people in before we begin our next season in a few months here.
Well, if I would say something, I would say the next gen car is a little whack on some tracks, so I don't know. You guys can pick whatever you go with, but the gap between Ryan and Wes is now 1.6 seconds. Let's go ahead and go on board that number 4 car, see what he's doing. Ooh, Wes back into the outside wall again.
Looks like he's trying his hardest to stay ahead of Ryan as we go further along.
For sure. And I just realized Ryan has the pasta logo on his dash there. That's kind of funny. Let's see what the throttle is like for Wes here. Into the wall again. He's trying to get on the throttle a lot sooner than Ryan, and I can tell by the way the car sounds, so it's definitely what is hurting the 38 machine. Now within less than almost a second of each other. Expected pit stops is around lap 60. We're almost halfway, which would be lap 50. Ryan now under a second behind the 38 car, but is still 5.8, no, 6.8 seconds behind Taylor. So right now, Taylor is just hauling, man.
He definitely knows what he needs to do.
Definitely has been practicing all week. And I really do not blame him. I mean, it's going to be... Ooh, looked a little loose out of 2 there. I mean, even the slightest mistakes can really mess you up. Especially on pit road. You don't want to miss your pit box. You don't want to speed. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. I mean, there's just so many mistakes that are possible on pit road alone. Where, I mean, if you want to write a list down, I think I just heard someone hit something. May have been wrong. But here's the battle for second. Ryan Billy, 0.7 seconds back now. First 41 laps so far being clean. Cleaner than your grandma's counter.
Oh, gee. Wow, the Ford just closed in on the 38. He know that if he passes that 38 car, that is another point towards the championship.
And at this point, they would be 1 point would be separating the championship right now.
Oh, Wes Lewis coming out of turn 2.
Knowing Wes, he's not going to give Ryan the spot easily. Oh, Wes back into the wall. If Ryan can get to his quarter panel, he may be able to pull him back a bit. He is there.
They're side by side entering one.
Wes on Ryan's
And
quarter.
Ryan's clear. Will Wes try the crossover? Oh, Ryan's loose.
Ooh. I think he had some help there. Oh, yeah. That does not look good.
Caution is out.
First caution of the night. Ryan had some help there. We'll take a look at the replay here. Let's take a look, see what happened between those two drivers. If I can.
There was no doubt that the Ford car was loose coming off the turn. If you look at from behind, it looks like the Ford got up into the wall, and that's what possibly slowed him down, and that's why the 38 got into him.
I think it starts way before that. We'll take a look here. Let's see what happened. So here's Wes trying to go for the crossover. There's contact right there. And that's what got Ryan loose. And he tried to save it. And then more contact from the 38 got him into the outside wall. Unless I'm just seeing it differently from when you are. Because being coming out of 2 there, the 38 is like right on his bumper. Let's take another look in a different camera angle here. Back it up a bit more. And Ryan is definitely not going to be happy about that. Yeah, there's definitely contact there multiple times. So Ryan will be able to get that fast repair and get some fresh.
It doesn't look like he used it. I switched back to them while they were pitting. It does not look like he used his fast repair.
No, he did not. Not gonna bring Ryan in. He's probably a little heated about that. Won't bring Wes in either. Honestly, there's no one else we can really talk to. Other than Noah Wilson, but he's hitting right now. So give him a minute here. If you want to get Noah in here, then go for it.
I am unsure of how to do that. I think you know how to do that better than I do.
See if Noah comes back out there. Yep, there he is.
Looks like the 45 has come off. Has left the track.
Yep. Oh. Trying to switch cameras. There we go. Let's go ahead and see if we can talk with Noah Wilson here. We'll bring him into the booth and, yeah. Hey Noah, Sean up in the booth and Chase as well with VRN. Got copy? Okay. Guessing he just doesn't want to talk. How dare he? Alright. Getting ready to go back green now. Got him lined up again 2x2.
These guys are definitely going to need to take a little more easy on this restart than they did at the initial start.
Taylor picking the high side for this restart. See how well he can hold it. It's be about halfway home once we go green here. Here we go, pace car. About to pull off the speedway. There it
Pace car
goes.
pulling off, green flag back in the air. We are racing it once again. Taylor off to a sizable lead now. Aaron Caven got loose in 1
Oh,
and 2.
Devin Mosley around. Huge. 2 cars, I think. Devin Mosley and Tyler Klimas. Contact, crash, bang, boom. Just go back here, see what happened. Thinking the 13 just got loose and collected the 31.
Yeah, definitely. 13 got loose. That's the result of new tires and on worn out surface on a restart.
Especially with the cooler temperature as well.
Yes, very much so.
I think the 31 went for a bit of a ride. There may have actually been some contact back there. We'll have to see, but maybe not. I'm not sure. Nope, no contact. It just looked close from that angle we were originally looking at. We'll go on board the 31 car here. Oh, right into the inside wall there. Huge hit for the 31 of Tyler Klimas. Not how he wanted that restart to go. He's going to restart 6th. That's going to put Noah Wilson back on the lead lap.
I'm sure he's happy about that now because it gets him a chance to race with everybody else in the lead lap.
For sure. I mean, it's going to be a close fight between those two.
Yep.
Especially for the battle up front. Keep an eye on that 4 and the 83 on this restart because those are your championship contenders. We only have about 50 laps to go.
We will be halftime next time by.
Yep.
Halfway.
Halftime.
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know why I said halftime.
All right, Chase, start doing your little halftime show. Start singing.
No one wants to hear that.
Oh, well, that's
Ain't
sad.
nobody got time for that.
Yikes. Here we go.
They're coming to the 1 to green. They'll double up, double file.
Double up single file.
And it looks like Taylor's going to take the outside again.
Don't blame him. I mean, that's where everyone's been running all night long. Dominant lane. So,
Especially on the restarts.
for sure. When we go green, we're going to have 49 laps to go. So we have unlimited sets of tires. How many faster pairs do they have? 2?
1.
1? Okay.
So that's why I think Ryan has not used his yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a whole lot of damage either, honestly, so it shouldn't affect him too much. We saw him running up with the pack on that restart, but we'll see how it works for him long run. Here we go, Taylor Laskowski, Wes Hogue, gonna lead us back to the green flag. 49 laps to go.
We're not only going to have to watch and see if there's going to be another caution, but if there is, we got to keep our eyes on the 38 and the 17 because we have seen them be strong early in the run.
For sure, green flag is back
tags
out.
Taylor off to a big restart this time, big lead. Ryan shoving Taylor or Wes in there.
Ryan all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack, looking for anything he can get. Side by side with the 17.
Looks like the 17 could possibly clear him into 30 and 4. No, they are side by side. Ryan
Whoa.
goes for the shot. Oh, there goes the 4 again. And caution is back out. That is definitely not what Ryan wanted to see or happen.
He tried
Definitely.
to go for it.
Definitely puts a damper on his championship hopes here with less than 50 to go.
Along with the 13 of Devin Mosley. I mean, I'm pretty sure he already used his faster pair, and now he has no front bumper, but last week at Talladega, Taylor Laskowski had no front bumper either until the last few laps of the race.
After getting caught up in that wreck with what, 5 to go, 10 to
I
go?
have no clue. But not good at all. Like you mentioned, Ryan Billy in a very tough spot now. He's going to be the only car coming down pit road, but he will have somewhat of a tire advantage. Not a huge one, but it's better than nothing.
Definitely looks like he backed into the wall because he is missing that rear deck lid. And it does look like he's going, yep, he does use the faster pair. And he will get 4 fresh tires and a tank of gas, and then we'll head back out onto the racetrack to join the rest of the field.
And if the rest of the race goes green, I think Ryan may have a shot at winning the race, but Taylor may still be able to get a solid top 3, top 5. Which isn't going to be enough for Ryan to win the championship.
Well, if Ryan wins the race, he would have to hope that Taylor finishes 3rd now.
No, 3rd's not enough.
Well, as of right now, it looks like Ryan is currently sitting 7th.
Yep.
And he started 5th, 4 points back. So now it looks like he could definitely be 6 points back.
Ryan needs any spot he can to close the gap, but now it's going to be even harder. And actually, Devin just went down pit road, so that's going to be another spot. But that also means that that number 4 car is restarting on the outside lane. I haven't seen him restart on the outside ever. He's restarted 3rd every single time. Except for the initial start. So we're going to be restarting with, no, not 64, with 46 laps remaining. How are you feeling about this finish? Do you think we'll be able to keep it caution-free now?
We'll have to see. I mean, we're gonna have to definitely watch how things go with everybody in front of Taylor, considering that not Taylor, everybody in front of Ryan, considering he has the freshest tires now.
Along with
All right,
Aaron
pace
Caven
cars
there.
off. We are green flag racing. We're back green flag racing.
Taylor not able to get a huge jump unlike the past 2 restarts, but it's still enough to clear that out inside lane off the start. Aaron Caven, Ryan Billy down to the bottom.
Ryan to the inside of Noah. That he clears Noah.
Up to 3rd.
Now
Gained
that would
3
put
spots
him
already.
2 points back. That would put him 2 points back of Taylor in championship points.
Ryan now just needs to settle in and buckle up. Aaron Caven trying to get up to 4th here. He is down at the bottom. And the 8 car into the wall. Almost contact, but Aaron was able to get out of the way. Aaron in the 31 down to the bottom of the track. Aaron up to 3rd, but the 31, huge run to the bottom.
That's
Tyler
probably the best I've seen
Klimas.
someone on the inside all night.
Oh yeah, that was an awesome move to get there. And believe it or not, Ryan Billy, session fastest lap right there, 32.46.
Oh yeah, it looks like Wes just got into the wall right there. Ryan's definitely closing. He knows he has the better tires. He knows that he has a shot to get up to the lead.
He is reeling in the leaders and fast. Ryan, fastest car out on track right now, that's for sure. But how is he going to get around that 38? The last time he tried to pass him, some stuff
Pushed in the
happened.
wall.
No, I think he just got loose.
It looked like he nailed the wall for a second.
I don't know. I was watching the 83. Ryan running lower that lap. Taylor Laskowski 2/10 ahead. But that just went down by a 10th.
Ryan drives it in hard into turn 1. Closes up onto the back bumper, the 38 of Wes Hogue.
Thought he was going to be able to get to his quarter panel there. He's right on the rear bumper down the backstretch.
Heading off into turn 3, they both close in on the 83.
To the
The 4
bottom
looks
again.
to the inside.
He's there. Drag race down the front stretch. He's still there. He has his nose in. Gotta take it nice and easy so he doesn't get loose and spin it again on the bottom.
Oh, almost contact, but he managed to keep it off the 38.
38 got into the wall there out of turn 2 as well. Oh, Ryan into the wall a bit. Oh, 4's gonna have a huge run here.
I think the 4 is starting to get a little desperate considering we just hit 39 laps to go.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, honestly, he
In the
doesn't
wall
have a
again,
whole lot of
in
time.
the wall again.
He got
And
stuck
he
there
just
for
lost
quite
a
some
big
time.
He just lost a good amount of time right there by putting it in the wall. He is definitely getting a little more frantic with each lap that goes by.
Lost 3/10 with that mistake. Wes Hogue tapping the wall as well. Surprisingly, Wes is actually able to pull away despite hitting the wall.
Yeah, to me it didn't look like he actually did hit the wall. It looked like he was close, but he didn't actually hit it.
Okay, that always happens. Because sometimes it renders different stuff on people's screens.
It depends on what camera you're using.
Yeah, I'm using TV2.
But Ryan is definitely closing now. He's trying to make up for that mistake. Wes is definitely Wes is diving
Oh,
in harder now.
huge drive for the 4 car. He's there again. He's there. I think he has like just a smidgen.
Wes ran a higher line that time.
Ryan all
contact.
over the back
38.
bumper.
Wes, that
Clear.
will put the 4 car up to second place. 1 point separates them in the championship. Wes is definitely going to be looking to recover from that mistake.
8 tenths between Taylor Laskowski and Ryan Billy. Also, they're still separated by 4 points. I think.
Wait, did you say 2 points or 1 point?
4. Ryan needs Taylor to lose every spot he has, fall down to P5.
Well, with Ryan starting the race 5th, he would have gained 3 positions, so he'd set. Yeah, since he started 5th and now he's up to 4th, so that's 3 points he's gained. So I'm sure he's 1 point back now. So either Ryan's gonna have to pass him and tie it, and Ryan would have to win the race. But if he doesn't want it to tie, then he's gonna have to hope that Taylor falls back to 3rd in order to win by a point.
Ryan with some right side damage on that front fender though. But he is pulling him in half a second in between the 83 and the 4 for the championship.
And let's not forget, Taylor could be closer on fuel than Ryan is because of how much later Ryan pitted after Taylor did.
We have just less than 30 to go. Actually, we're coming into 30 to go.
Next time by, I think will be 32 to go.
Sounds right. Gap is still half a second. No one's gaining, no one's losing.
Looks like Ryan's trying to drive it in really hard in turn 3.
He gained a few hundredths there, but nothing too big. Gap now down to 0.4. And you can see Wes lost a ton of time. He's 4 seconds back from your leader.
He definitely used up his stuff when he's trying to hold off Ryan there.
Aaron Caven, Tyler Klimas coming into view now. These two side by side through 3 and 4. 1 and 2, sorry. Wes Hogue just went down pit road. The first car to go down the pits here.
That makes me wonder how close if Wes is pitting, when will Taylor pit? Because, like I said before, Taylor has to be a lot closer on fuel than Ryan.
It's gonna be close, and honestly, I didn't even know we'd see another pit stop here. If Wes Hogue just did it for maybe to gain more ground, I'm not sure. Gap is now between 3 tenths for the race lead. $30 to go. Coming to 29 to go. It's been close for the championship battle all season long. And to have it come down to this, very nerve-wracking. Ryan maybe starting to fall off a bit. Lost 2/10 in one lap.
Looks like he was trying to drive a lower line that time in 3 and 4.
You always got to experiment. Always have to try something new. You want to pass someone, you can't be running the same line? Oh no. Got some lap traffic up here. Wes Hogue.
Oh boy, that is going to hold up Taylor big time. Taylor to the inside of Wes. Manages to make the pass, puts his teammate a lap down.
Could we see a Ross Chastain incident at Atlanta?
Exactly what I was thinking we're going to have to see here.
I mean, Wes just took the line right away from him. That's gonna hurt Ryan big time.
Both looked like they were loose off the corner right there. Oh!
Contact. I don't think Ryan's happy with Wes.
Well, I don't think that looked like Wes just got out of the gas right there.
I mean, that was a big hit.
Definitely crunched up the nose to the 4 car.
I mean, Wes has no bumper cover.
I'm going to expect some big implications here if Ryan can get to him.
Oh, I'm nervous for what's about to happen here.
The inside. Tight.
Super,
Four is
super
tight.
close.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Caution
was
comes
blatant.
out. That was
blatant.
more than blatant. Maybe that's why he pit. To take out Ryan.
Big implications to the championship points, and undoubtedly this is gonna put a damper on Ryan's championship hopes.
I think it's over for Ryan. That basically just handed the championship to Taylor. Everyone pitting. Ryan's championship hopes are pretty much done.
Really, honestly, sad way to end the championship for Ryan.
Yeah. No doubt that Wes is going to receive something big in the mail tomorrow. Ryan with a ton of damage from that.
So that looks like it is going to put the 31 up to second.
Men synchronized.
Somehow Ryan is up to still in fourth, but I don't think he's going to be able to keep up with that damage.
Probably not. You hate to see it. Especially when it's a championship fight. I think Ryan got a penalty. So he let Aaron and Noah both by. Or maybe his engine went kaput. Hard to tell.
So next time by, when we go back green, we will have 20 laps of racing to go. Alright, pace car is off, green flag is back out, we are back racing here at Homestead Miami Speedway.
Oh, someone's blinking. Oh, that was the 13. Couldn't tell who it was there for a hot minute. So it's going to be a close battle for second here. We saw Aaron Caven in that 31 car. They've been battling all night long. And already Taylor up to a second lead over the field.
Noah Wilson to the inside, Noah Wilson up to second.
He is having a great resurgence of the race. I mean, he spent more than half of it a lap down after mistakes during the start of this thing. We've seen Noah, he's been great running up at the top in recruitment races and pretty much anywhere he goes. Any car he races here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Aaron Caven and Tyler Klimas fighting for third. 17 to go next time by.
Noah has closed the gap. The lap before, he was over a second ahead of. Noah was behind. Over a second behind. Now he's 0.9 of a second. So he's definitely trying to close.
He's gonna try. And Ryan
Definitely
Billy is.
up the winner.
Ryan's already 8 seconds back. I mean, these two have been fighting all night long. I'm not surprised. I mean, they've been racing clean and competitively. Doing a great job. Ryan Billy already 12 seconds behind.
16 laps to go, and Noah Wilson just shaved off 0.2 of a second that lap. He is now down to 0.6 of a second and closing in on that 83 car of Taylor Laskowski, he is definitely thinking of how the season opener at Daytona went when Noah was so close to winning that race, but was just barely missed out on picking up the checkers. Down to almost half a second lead.
8-10 separate them. Ooh, that 8 car a little loose out of 2. I mean,
Noah's definitely making a hard charge late in the going. He lost a little bit there. He lost almost a tenth of a second.
oh, he's gaining. He just pulled him in by a 10th. Oh, he's going to lose the ball going down the corner, though. He's got to run the Ryan line. I mean, you saw how Ryan was running. He was able to gain so much time. But he's making that bottom work. Gained another 10th there. Lost it all going down the straightaway, though.
Gained a little bit. Gained almost about half a tenth there.
Noah, the only car running the bottom. He's just losing too much there. 8 tenths between them. Just can't gain enough right now.
He lost over a tenth of a second that time by. 12 laps to go here in the Champions of Thunder 150, and also 12 laps to go in the season.
This season has really come and gone. I mean, the first race was the 21st of April, and now it's the 28th of July, and we're running the last one here. It's gone by a lot quicker than I thought it would. Wilson trying to gain anything he can, but it's not working for him. Now there's a second behind each other.
Looks like Noah's kind of used up his stuff because now he's losing time.
For sure, and this may, if Aaron has enough time to catch up to him, he may be able to get a second place finish to end the season. And if Aaron gets a solid finish, he may be able to get a good old top 7 point or top 10 points finish, maybe even top 7. Although he is 30 points behind Steve Accardi right now, so he'll be able to get by him.
For sure. 9 laps to go in the season.
Right now, Taylor just wants them to wind down quicker than they already are. Second and a half separating first and second. Coming to 8 to go.
Here comes Taylor up on the lap car, the Ryan Billy.
Staying out of the way on the bottom. Not the night Ryan wanted whatsoever. Oh, no, up into the wall there. Two seconds separating first and second. Taylor just has a fantastic long run car. Coming to
I'm
5
sure Taylor.
to go.
Yeah. Next time by 5 to go. I'm sure Taylor's gonna be looking for that white flag though, because he knows once he takes that white flag, there will be no overtime.
Aaron Caven really starting to reel in Noah Wilson. There's less than 3 seconds separating Aaron and Noah. I don't know if he'll have enough time though.
5 laps to go.
3.5 seconds in between Taylor and Noah. 2.9 in between Noah and Aaron.
Meanwhile, Taylor pulls away halfway down the back straightaway, heading into turn 3. 4 to go next time by. He's got it made.
Yeah, I don't think Aaron has enough time to catch up to Noah. However, Tyler and Aaron are still pretty close together, so these two are still going to be fighting for the top 3 spot, even after the checkered flag is over. Taylor Laskowski now, with 3 laps to go, coming to 2 to go next time by. This race has been pretty much dominated by that number 83 car.
Few laps of racing to go. Taylor Laskowski has a 5.5 second lead on Noah Wilson. Here he comes out of turn number 4. Taylor Laskowski is going to win or take the white flag. 1 lap to go left in the season.
This is the final lap, no more cautions. 6.5 second lead over Noah Wilson. Aaron
Into turn number
Caven.
3. Coming out at turn number 4. Not only is he going to win the final race of the season, Taylor Laskowski is your Season 1 Thunder Cup Series champion.
Well, we'll go ahead, wait for everyone to get in the booth. We'll be right back here shortly. Alright, well, Ryan is here in the waiting room. We'll go ahead and drag him in here. Hey, Ryan, this is Sean and Chase up in the booth of VRN. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Didn't have the greatest race, but still got a solid finish to the season, almost a top 5. But I mean,
Yeah, there was a lot of unknowns out there today. I know that I did a lot of testing when the sun was up because I completely forgot that the sun was going to set, and that kind of set me back a little bit. You know, I was a little bit stronger there towards the end of the race before all that happened, but I mean, there's not much I can really do. We got a good end to the season. You know, it's definitely not over yet, but yeah.
well, we saw there about, like, I think it was like, what was it? Like halfway, you went into turn 3, got loose, and you couldn't save there. Were you just pushing it too hard there?
Yeah, a little bit of that and just that weird arrow stuff. I know that on that first initial lap, that was crazy. I just got too close to the car ahead of me and just looped me around. Same thing there. So sorry to anyone that I hit there, but it happens.
Now, usually we say what track we're going to next week, but we don't know what track we're going to next week if they are doing a recruitment race or not. Not sure, but what are your thoughts on how your season went?
It was definitely good. It's up in the air right now on some of the things, but I think that with some changes coming next season, it's going to be a good one. But we got 2 wins this season. We are very fast up front most of the time, and we just need a little bit better luck. And yeah.
All right, well, Chase, do you have anything for Ryan?
Yeah, I want to say thank you for joining us throughout the entire season. Congratulations on your 2 wins, and congratulations on a second place points finish here in Homestead.
Yeah, you know, it was a little bit of an up and down season, but I mean, when there was some good racing, it was a lot of fun. And I'm hoping next season can be a lot better.
All right, man. Well, good luck next season, and hopefully you have as much success as you did this season.
Thank you.
Well, he's the only one in the waiting room, so guess that'll end the broadcast here.
Give me 1 second here.
Well, thank you all for tuning into tonight's broadcast. And other than that, if Chase has anything to say here in a few seconds when he comes back. That'll be it.
Well, I'm trying to see if I can get Taylor here.
Ah, okay.
Oh yeah, he has no mic. I
All
forgot
right,
about
well,
that. He has no microphone.
is there anything you want to say to the broadcast here?
Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I know it's been a long, grueling season for our drivers, and I'm sure it was very interesting for everybody watching. We currently do not have a set date as to when our next season will start. I'm thinking somewhere late September, early October. I don't know yet, but we'll have to figure that out. Definitely going to be working on how we approach the season, and we're definitely going to be working on getting more drivers. If you are interested and are not a member of the league, you can go to and search for the Thunder Cup Series, and apply. Thank you, Sean, for joining us and broadcasting the entire season. Everybody here enjoyed it, and hope you had fun.
Definitely did. But obviously, like you said, a lot of great things to come for next season, guys. So stay tuned for that. And we'll see you guys whenever the next broadcast is. I have no clue. But we'll see you guys next time. Have a great week, everybody.